COVID vaccine maker Moderna is climbing as much as 10%. This comes as a government trial website shows that in collaboration with Merck, Moderna is starting mid-stage research to test its experimental cancer vaccine in patients with another form of skin cancer. It's reassuring investors nervous about how Moderna can make money with demand for COVID vaccines so rapidly waning. Favorable trial results involving a treatment for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis are helping boost shares of Johnson & Johnson today. This comes as J&J faces a lawsuit accusing the company of failing to warn consumers its acne treatments, including creams, washes, and bars, contain or can break down into the carcinogenic chemical benzene. Comes days after a lab alerted the FDA to the presence of benzene. No comment from J&J. Stock index is lower. Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500 each losing almost 0.25%. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety.
Good evening, people. At the pain doctor in New Albany off of State Street.
Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy a affordable term life for you. Call Big Lou at 800-239-1749.
They're doing construction over here. So kind of sun is bright here. Oh, Samantha, I'm on my cell phone instead of the computer because I'm in the Mobile. Had to take my son to the pain doctor for his. They gonna make him do something in the cup, see if he's doing any illegal drugs. The only medicine he takes is what the pain doctor subscribes. Because, he's on disability. He's only 37. He can't work. He'd rather work, but that's okay. But, will he ever make me a grandpa? The answer is no. When he was, Head Start, kindergarten like that, you couldn't keep him away from girls. I raised him, I guess, 9 years. And when his mom finally got him back for another 9 years, he don't care for a girlfriend. He keeps saying they're too much like my mom. They're money hungry. She stole money from him, because he was on SSI back there then because he had a learning disability. I shouldn't say that because he gets mad when I talk about him. And he's supposed to got so much, but she spent it on her other kids. Her friends wouldn't take him because he's learned to be one of them little airplane pilots. She wouldn't take him, this and that. And I know when I had him, when he was on SSI, I had to keep a record of every penny I spent. I was off 2 cents. They wanted to know where that 2 cents was. I just, figured it up in my head. I'm not too good with figures. And I added it up, told him I used a calculator. I said, I sent him, every receipt. And I told him, I said, I made a mistake by figuring it in my head. But when she had them, she didn't have to keep all those receipts. I think it's sex discrimination, I guess. I don't know, but I hope everybody have a good day. After we leave his pain doctor over in New Albany, then we got to get back on 265, get on 65 and take Veterans Parkway and go to Sam's. He wants to get some stuff from Sam's, but I think I'm going to sit in a car because that walking, it gets to me. So, yeah, this pain doctor, it's part of Baptist Health. You know, they got a bunch of them in Indiana, especially up around Scottsburg, Clark County, Floyd County, which New Albany is in Floyd County. And like the hospital, Scott County is Norton's Health, same as Clark County. Clark County Hospital is part of Norton's. But the hospital over here in New Albany, down the road from me, I guess it'd be south, I guess. Or east, west, no, let's see, east of me, I guess. Either south or east. And it's part of Baptist Hospital. But, you know, I had a good day. I done a little bit live stream on StreamYard. I'm still trying to figure things out. And beware, he sent me 2 emails, and I saw it pop up on the screen, but when I went and checked it the next day, I only had 1. And I guess, there's videos on how to do it, how to highlight it, where you can invite people to StreamYard. And if you don't know anything about StreamYard, you got like the DUI guy, you got Megan Fox, MG Law, and the Umbrella guy. If you watch those videos, you got all those people come into their chat, in video-wise. That's what they use. You got 2 versions. You got the free version, and you got the paid version. You get a few little more things on the paid version, but, boy, that sun's bright today. And I set my clock up an hour in my car. It don't do it automatically. My computer and cell phone does. Then my alarm clock, I had to set that. And my microwave, I had to set that up an hour. And I think that time change kind of messed my kitty cats up. They know they get fed around 8 to 9 o'clock. And when I come out there at 10 o'clock, they kind of wonder, Daddy, you're late on feeding us. I get a kick out of them. But as soon as I opened that door with a pitcher of cat food, and that's not quite a gallon of milk. I got one of those big pitchers, I put so much water in it, then put some milk in it. They drink milk because it's warm. And then they eat the cat food. And I go out there on my little cot that I got in the yard and put some cat food there. Then the outlaw tomcats shows up and eat. Because I don't refuse any stray kitty cats that shows up. So maybe I can set it up there, make sure I haven't turned my volume down. Oh, like I say, you can see it's bright. That's not going to help. As they say, undo my hugger belt. If you all don't know what a hugger belt, if you got any kids that's in Head Start, your kids knows what's a hugger belt. You know, they got a point. It hugs them like a mother and father will hold their kids. You know, hugger belt. You're getting hugged. So I think that's pretty nice. You know, I used to work for Head Start back when my son was little, at the age of Head Start. That's how, that's one thing I like about Head Start people. They get like a physical. They got a nurse that comes in, checks them out, this and that. And they found a few things wrong. Then you had to go to a doctor and they do this and that. And that's how he got on SSI back when he was 3 to 4 years old. You know, I've been watching the Turtle Lady. If you don't know who the Turtle Lady is, that's the one, Liar Preston, whatever name she's using. And I was watching one of the people, maybe that was Megan Fox Ryder. She's a reporter. She could have been a lawyer, but she went to college to learn to be a reporter. Or, there's another word, but I figure by a reporter, you know what I'm talking about. After we leave Sam's, he'd be in here about an hour, because I think his appointment was at 1 o'clock. I always tell people, if you got a doctor's appointment, leave an hour, hour and a half early, in case you get in a traffic jam, or there's a wreck, or you might have a flat tire. You allow you extra time, but when you go to the doctor, you might have to fill paperwork out. I know every year I have to update everything. I got a doctor's appointment, I believe, at the end of the month. But a week before I go to my sugar doctor, I have to go to Scott County Hospital and let the vent part get me. I hate those big needles, man. I don't like them. I don't mind giving myself a shot with that Ozempic, and I know if I took insulin, I wouldn't mind those needles because they're real small. And people, if you're a first timer or second timer on here, then maybe you don't want to do a YouTube channel. Well, you and your mate, if you got kids, you want to do a video on your medical history of the mother and the father. Talk about, if you got high blood pressure, sugar problems, or anything like that. I think your children and grandkids needs to know that, because when you go to a doctor or a hospital, they want to know your family history. How would they know if you don't tell them? That's why I talk about my medical history, because I got a bunch of kids scattered out through the United States. So that's why I do it. Some people get mad because I talk about it. I try to explain to them why I'm doing it. Plus, by you doing the video, in case something happens to you, a car wreck or get murdered or something like that, they have a picture of mommy or daddy or grandpa or grandma where they know what they look like. You can always tell them in the videos that daddy, mommy, so on, we love you. And, that way they got a memory of you if they real little when you passed away. But hope you all live to be 100 years old or more. When my mom passed away back in 16, 17, somewhere like that, she died 2 days after her 101st birthday. If your husband is a Mason, dash mount. See, there's my dash mount. I guess I'm gonna have to drill me some holes in it. No, I have to take that off and look at it. I can put some holes in it. Maybe get a little more air to it. I just had to find my real small drill bits and do it. Hello, War. How you doing? I'm trying to be a good dude, people. Well, I can't even read what's up on the screen. Yeah, I know I got a good heart, but it's hard to see it, Maybe I should make my screen darker, or I don't know. When I was young, I was a mean little boy growing up. Getting fights, drinking alcohol, going out with all the women, multiplying. But you start getting old, you start getting in bad health and all that, you start putting your faith in the God. And I know there's people out there that don't believe in God. That's okay, but if somebody in your family gets sick, then you start believing in God to help the people out. And I'll have to look when I get back on my computer and use StreamYard. I got ticket thing rolling across my screen. And for a post office box, it's supposed to be number 1, but I think that's not a 1, so I have to change that tonight. And I kind of like using my computer. I can put it on my lap and don't have to worry if I'm on a cell phone hitting my volume button down, But if you want to learn about StreamYard, there's videos that tell you how to set it up, or you can go to, I forget his name, but part of his last name is Beware, but it's TRANE WTS, something like it, Beware, something like it. He got a mask on. And I watched his video. He helped me out. And I had it on my computer. It took me a while to figure out what I was doing wrong. I only watched his video once. I thought you go to YouTube and go into your studio, this and that. Nope, you don't do that. You go into your search engine like Google, Firefox. You type in StreamYard, and you scroll down somewhere in there and you hit on it. And it helps you set it up. Like YouTube, Instagram, or any of them. And so I done it on my cell phone. I said, man, I know what I done wrong. So I got out of it and I went on my computer. And I got it to working. Well, you need headphones in case you figure out how to invite people on StreamYard. And you got the highlight up there. It's in that search engine up there. You do this and that. And Beware sent me 2 emails. That's how it comes over, 2 emails. But that's the chat. And I saw it come across my screen. So I checked it the next day when I was wide awake. 'Cause I got to wait till I'm up a couple hours before my brain gets thinking. So, man, the girl got a pair of shorts on, and the dad got shorts on up to his knee. But this old man, it is too cold out there. And I tried to go to Walmart up in Scottsburg, Indiana, which is about 6 miles from me, from where I live. And I was doing live stream. They did not have anything. It made me mad. So I decided to go to Clarksville on Veterans Parkway. That's where Walmart and Best Buy. And something told me to go into Walmart, but instead I came back out, went to Best Buy there on Veterans Parkway in Clarksville. They didn't have one I need. I said, I go to Walmart there in Clarksville. Lucky Beware guy was on there, so I done a live stream. I got up by the headphones, showed different ones. And I showed him this one by Logitech, and he said, that's the one I want. It plugs into your USB. And I kind of like it. I had a Logitech microphone when I had my desktop over 15 years ago. Oh, I wish I kept it. But I gave it to somebody that needed a computer and a monitor and a keyboard and the extra speakers to go with it, because they was just getting into it. I should have kept it, because that, it was a Dell computer. But I upgraded everything, made it like a gaming computer. I changed the graphics card, the memory, the hard drive. I changed all of it. Back, the 80s, I believe, it was called Tech TV. They talk about computers. And that's how I learned about a desktop computer. And I said, well, I like to upgrade my laptop, which is a HP. And Beware guy he said, you can't upgrade that graphics card. You have to have a gaming computer. So I guess that makes 97% people says I need a gaming computer to use Prison Live Studio. But I don't have the money. No matter where I try to set my phone, the sun shines in. Oh, my arms are hurting. My rotary cup's hurting. And people, if you got diabetes, they got sugar-free soft drinks. I know some of you said it got something in there like you put with your coffee. You know, I push Pepsi Zero Sugar because I'm a diabetic. Pepsi doesn't pay me a thing for sponsoring them. I was at a store a couple of weeks ago. The VIP from Pepsi, I guess the manager or something, as you know, Pepsi also sells mug root beer. If you like root beer, he told me that they came out with zero sugar and mug root beer. And I tried looking that week. I couldn't find none. I did find some last week. I got me a couple of those 20-ounce mug root beer zero sugar. I can't tell the difference. That other root beer, you know who I'm talking about. They got a diet root beer. You know, you can do that. I can't tell the difference between the regular root beer and the diet root beer or the zero sugar root beer. You know, I know there's other brands out there. See if they got sugar-free soft drinks in your brand, whatever you like. And ladies, if you keep hearing me speak about it, it's not your fault that your mate is beating the crap out of you. Those people will help you. That's how come I gotta bring it up, because, you know, Scott County, Indiana covers Lexington, Indiana, Scottsburg City, and Austin, Indiana, probably a few other little small towns in Scott County. This lady is getting abused by her mate. And she's talking about leaving me. He said, if you leave, I kill you and the kids. I'm hoping some police department in Scott County got it in their records, a domestic battery. People, as they say, if you hear it, you see it, you report it. You know, I want to help the women out, but sometimes you get involved. You know, I get a little mad about a guy hitting a woman. You know, if the woman cheats on you, divorce her. Don't beat her up because she cheats on you. I know there's men cheating on their mates. Well, divorce him if he does it. Remember, you got kids out there. They see you all arguing. That's one reason I divorced one of my wives, because we was arguing. That's my son's mother, who passed away December 6th of last year of cancer. And I didn't want him to grow up hearing this crap. That's what he's supposed to do when he gets a girlfriend or get married. It's time to stop that cycle. You know, I know some of your ladies agree with me. But, you know, So, hit that subscribe bell, people. I got over 30,000 views. I would say that means over 30,000 watch hours. But I needed subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers. I take more if I can get it. So, you can share my videos with your friends. Sometimes I talk bull crap. That's how come I ask your people out there, leave in the comments what you want me to talk about. And I'll tell you, I'm on a budget. I make between $800 and $900 a month. People, it's what, heck, trying to live on that much money a month. You get a budget. If you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or whatever, you got to live on a budget. You know how much your electric bill is, your gas bill, your water and sewage, your rent, your house payment, your car payment, your car insurance. That's all included in your budget. Oh, I forgot, your cell phone. You put all that into your budget. If you want a live stream like I do in my vehicle, you have to see what your data plan is. You might have to go to the unlimited day plan. That's just some advice in case you all want to live stream out of your mobile. And you might want to get a dash mount. You got some of them that sit in the window. This one can sit in the window, but I decided to put it on my dashboard. If I help any of you out, it's okay. Man, I can't read my screen. And another thing, people, morning and go to bed, ask God to let you live another day. When you wake up in the morning, whatever shift you work, thank God for giving you another day to live, to help people. That's what War put on there. I forgot about that, War. Thank you, young man. He's in California, up there, San Francisco area. I used to watch that police show on TV, San Francisco something, you all know, and show them big bridges. Would I live in California? Nope. Earthquakes, floods, fires. I guess you have fires everywhere. Like, I could take my house, Wart and Sam, and say the acre in my house is about 640 square feet house, which to me, that classifies as a tiny house. I could take that house and my land, if I was in California, that house I would say would be worth over $2 million. You people that lives in California, your house probably $5 million or more. You can sell it and move like to Indiana. That money, you can buy you a good piece of property here in Indiana or someplace. they got apps that you can download on your computer or your phone, like I think it's Real Estate, Zillow, Zillow, and the other one is TrueLet or True something. You can look for houses or apartments. And you also want to double check people. You don't want to live in an HOA place. I don't like them. I've been watching videos on YouTube about HOAs. Or you might live next to an HOA and they try to make you follow their rules. I looked all this stuff up, thanks to YouTube. I found about HOAs and this and that. And first-time home buyers or maybe second-time home buyers. If you want to buy a house based on your income, look at USDA. And you can go to their office and ask them, where do you go or who do you call about USDA where you can buy your house. And they give you the email, the phone number, and all this. The closest one to me is in North Vernon, Indiana, which is above Madison, Indiana, which you all see when they have the big boat races out there on the river, those big speedboat like Miss Budweiser and all them. That's held at Madison, Indiana, which is part of Jefferson County, Indiana. That's not too far from where I live, maybe 20 miles, 25. It depends if I cut over on the country roads. So, there's good property here in Indiana. Taxes are kind of reasonable. It depends how big a house and how much it costs, this and that. Some of your police departments is good. I've been a city boy for 60-some odd years. I bought this house over 5 years ago in the country, a septic tank. I have to learn. I knew a little about septic tanks because you don't put your TP and flush it down the toilet. Women doesn't flush their monthly things down the toilet. The men don't flush their raincoats down the toilet. You don't put your baby wipes in the toilet. You put it all in the garbage can. Then you put it in the garbage bag and you burn it if you're where you live, if you can do that, if they don't have a burn ban. And man, I can't even see one. I click it up and go to the voicemail. And I hate these spam calls. That's why I try to keep my cell phone off about 90 to 95% of the time until maybe 9 o'clock at night. Because if I'm on my laptop, I got my phone where it'll pop up. And sometimes you heard that go beep, 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 beep. That's my freestyle lib or two going off a very low thing. I keep checking that, sticking my finger it was 80, 90, or a little bit above. I just had a bad sensor. Anything you buy new, you're going to get some bad ones. So I took a bath last night, put soap up there, shave everything, rinse it off, dry it off real good. Then I got my alcohol swabs and swabbed my arm, which you do that. You get everything you do, you stick it on your arm. I hold it down to give that tape to really stick real good. Let it sit there for about a minute. That way you get a good contact with your skin. So, like I said, we got here maybe 20 minutes early. So, I've been watching, I watched Megan Fox Rider today, and I forget who she had on there with her. They done some of that transcript, or where she was talking to the lawyer. You can tell Liar Preston is a crazy person. Even if you watch her kids, they told her how crazy she is, how they got abused when they were young. And I watched one of Ashley's videos on YouTube. And you heard me mention it. Ashley, you're not to blame. You need to speak to people about what's going on, because there's people that help you. And every one of her children and stepkids got a PO against her, where she can't have no contact with her children and grandkids. You know, it's awful. Her mom was either had to go to work or something, left her with this guy. You gotta watch the video. I know what I love to do, but, you know, you gotta be careful. They can get you for terrorized threatening. You can just use your head. And she was asleep on the couch. He molested Ashley. Sorry, Ashley. And used a towel, this and that. She called 911. The police did not believe her. Her stepmom didn't believe her. But I will bet 2-1. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. You all can use your judgment. I think she pimped them out to get some money. You know, she's a con artist. The only way she adopted this baby, but CPS did not really do a background check on her. She got 7 different ex-husbands, maybe ex-husbands. Maybe she didn't divorce him. I don't know. You have to know all the names of her husband, then you can find out if she legally is divorced. So, you know, I feel sorry for Ashley, but Ashley, you need to tell your story. And Liar Preston said that Jeremy, what the hell's contact her and the family. In fact, people from Ashley and her sister, they contact what the hell's and other people because they want to show you what her stepmom or mom, whatever you want to call her, is really like and how they got abused. And one of those websites, I don't know who, had paperwork from CPS that she got in trouble. Here comes my son out. So I'm going to have to put my thing back up. Oh. We got a Target, got a meat wagon coming up behind me. Also, when I go live tonight, as you know, ex-sheriff Jamie Noe daughter got arrested, I believe, Friday. She's in Scott County Jail, which is in Indiana. She's supposed to go to court today, sometime today. I wonder how much her bond is, who her lawyer is. And she stole over $108,000 from the Utica Fire Department and New Chapel ambulance that went by. Just like father, mother, Sam's on Veterans Parkway, right? Yeah. I keep getting Veterans and Lewis Park mixed up. I had it in my mind it was Veterans Parkway. right up on your bumper. Again, I'm gonna have to drill me some holes in it. Yeah, that won't come off either. No, I don't watch my own videos. Me some hose down this side, here, up to, make sure I don't damage it. Cause it's, that's even hot. So, I guess last time, maybe it was Friday, I had a bunch of phones. You figure Best Buy would have anything like it. But they didn't. Let's see how that looks. That's not too bad. Right now, well, my son had the Sam's, which, if you know, Sam's is part of Walmart. Well, I got it's a 2011 Toyota. I was looking for a pickup truck. This guy I bought this from, he had a Ford Ranger 2000 and something. It was a wreck, but he couldn't get the front W was in front of me. And that's why we at Sam's, people, he had to get some ketchup and some mustard, and he probably come out with potato chips and some candy and I don't know what else. For well, we don't live that far from Scottsburg. He'd get some stuff and he put it in his freezer. So I ain't got any beaches around here where I live. Clark County got a few places you can go along the river. I think last month, I believe, I was on a road trip, came along the river where Jeff's boat used to be, and it was flooded. The water was up. And you could see some of those geese out there in the water. So I like I say, when it gets summertime, people, I love to watch them. Probably head back towards the Ponderosa. But I guess I'm going to in this mount and where I could get some fresh air in it, I guess. I don't know. And just see, I got a real small bit, so I guess I can use that. I gotta be careful not to ruin it. There's a guy with barbecue, ketchup. You can tell what he's gonna do, people. He's gonna grill out. There's a Kia Soul. I kind of like to have one of them, only a standard transmission. Because they got a better insurance rate on a Kia Soul, I guess, because of all those airbags. Because I knew, well, he's dead one. If I have 500,000 subscribers, I could make all that money. That goes a redhead. Me don't get along, people. Got their kids sitting there with them. Remember, people, be nice on your comments, because there is kids sitting there with their parents watching YouTube. I also want to give a shout out to German America. No, they're not paying me anything. That's my bank. It's in Salisbury, Indiana. I wish they put one in Scottsburg, Indiana. I would have to drive all the way to Salisbury if I need anything. But they're very polite there, especially Andrew. I can't think of the other young man, which he lives close to the German America Bank. And another one I want to give shout out, they're not a sponsor, that Verizon of Scottsburg. They got ketchup and oh. Let's see what happens when I set it back up there. No, I don't think we have to go anyplace. We might have to Jim O'Neill's people. Memphis, Indiana. p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every time I set it up there, it gets hot, shut off. I'm gonna have to fill my small, it still get hot.